I'm going to start with this little bit here I got when I was going through some of the emails. It comes in from Michael, and Michael wanted us to know that there is a video game-themed hotel planned for Denver, the high city.
It's not just a video game themed hotel, Vinny.
Oh, no, it is not.
It is a very specifically themed thing.
Atari.
Atari.
Do you know Atari?
Yes, it means go.
This is some Blade Runner shit.
Let's go.
I mean, this is like the saddest version of Blade Runner, but yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does anyone care about Atari anymore?
Atari has a brand.
The people who own the Atari brand do.
The holding company.
Does anybody be like, I love this Atari product and I want to see a room painted like it?
All right, no offense to my friends in Colorado, but there's probably a reason they're building this in Denver.
Because that's where the nerds are?
That's because they could not build it in a bigger city.
Oh, well, Denver's not nothing.
Isn't that where The Shining was? Something like Colorado.
It's not in Denver.
Okay, well, maybe they're going to do a Shining there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not that kind of hotel.
I don't want to see that Shining. Listen, Atari as a brand, though.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm too close to the fire here, but like, isn't that kind of a brand still?
Well, so they've been trying to fucking stoke that fire for so long.
Make products.
Does anyone remember the speaker hats?
Yes, of course. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't that long ago.
Sending my kid to college off that hat.
Do you think they're going to have a speaker hat room?
What?
At the Atari Hotel.
A speaker hat room where you just wear the speakers? Oh,
no, they'll just be in the gift shop.
Sorry, I thought you said you've been to a speaker hat room.
The point is that they are doing this because they are just trying to find things they can attach this brand that they own to that are not video games, because clearly the people who own it do not want to make more video games.
Well, that's been a thing with Atari forever.
They had the VCS or whatever, the video
But they're not making new video games. They're just making stuff off the things they already own.
But isn't it amazing, and maybe we're completely overestimating the strength of this brand, but isn't it amazing that Atari as a brand, that logo, is like seemingly so kind of powerful and ubiquitous?
Hey, wait. I got to pause you here for a second.
Pause me.
Okay, update on the VCS. It's expected to still ship March 2020.
Wonderful.
This is still happening. This is from 2017.
Yeah, I remember that.
So anyway, I just wanted to pause this.
Sure.
They got stuff. They got irons in the fire.
Maybe. I don't know if this is an iron. This might be like a small twig.
Well, no. I mean, when the fire does eventually come, we'll know it's because they needed the insurance money.
Yeah, right?
Well, should I go on with this? Yes, you are right. When I see that Atari logo,
right, they are going to burn down this hotel for insurance money. Absolutely.
But it is amazing where like the Atari brand seems like a thing, yet they don't really exist.
But that's the thing, is that I think that is the smoke and mirrors here, is that they are trying to make you believe that it still matters because they need it to matter for any of this to work.
I wonder if you showed.
I like it.
I wonder if you showed people.
You see this hotel and you like that?
The Atari, the Atari logo still brings some feelings to me.
You show people 18 to 35 that logo. I feel like a lot of.
You show that to anyone 17 or younger, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck are you
think
showing
so?
me?"
Maybe not even 18-year-olds.
No,
I'm going to say 35 and up.
Yeah, 35 to 60.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the
Like,
logo.
Does Atari matter to you, the millennial?
Is Atari a thing that you recognize?
I know what it is, yeah.
But like, are you like, yeah, fuck yeah,
Do you
Atari.
have a feeling about it other than I know what that is?
I'm just like, they made Pong.
Okay,
what is your emotional attachment to that word? What is your emotional reaction to Atari?
I think like, okay, important for history.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
I mean, and that's probably the proper response.
Yeah.
That would be the right thing to do with this brand.
I kind of think Chuck E. Cheese and Nolan Bushnell, and
Sure.
that's probably the divergent path on there.
What?
But I would much rather have a...
Chuck E.
Nolan
Cheese?
Bushnell came up with Chuck E. Cheese? Is that the song?
I believe so, yeah.
and so
Small
I
world.
would much rather have
No,
a
that's Disneyland.
a Chuck E. Cheese themed hotel that was just like basically Five Nights at Freddy.
Spooky. I've played one of those now. I know what it is.
That's right. I watched you play. Let me read you the quote here. Okay. There's going to be things like holding groups and investment firms. We'll get through this. We are thrilled to partner with GSD Group and True North Studio to build the first ever Atari branded hotels across the United States.
Ooh, plural. Okay, getting very ambitious there.
Together, we'll build a space that will be much more than just a place to stay, says Fred Chesnay. I'll go with Chesnay, CEO of Atari. Atari is an iconic global brand that resonates with people of all ages. Some of that's true.
It feels adjacent to true.
You really should say some ages.
Let me continue, because he goes on. Resonates with people of all ages. countries, cultures, and ethnic backgrounds.
Oh, all right.
And we cannot wait for our fans and their families to enjoy this new hotel concept. And then one of the people who is part of this group that is getting in on this, not the Atari people, the other people, says, when creating this brand new hotel concept, we knew that Atari would be the perfect way to give guests the, quote, nostalgic and retro meets modern, quote, look and feel we were going for. Let's face it.
Let's face it. It was this or a cruise.
Let's face it. Is this our Nickelback cruise? Let's face it. How cool will it be to stay inside an Atari?
An Atari what?
Said Napoleon Smith III. That's
No.
the real.
Stop
that
it.
literally is
Yeah,
the name.
yeah.
Also, I will say, just to clarify, the reason the Denver thing was highlighted here is because we were reading this on a story from a story that is a Denver news outlet, but
Which is called,
Mile High.
of course.
But the thing is that Denver is not the only city they are planning on doing this is, and it's also not the first. The first is going to be Phoenix, Arizona.
Which
Where all good ideas go to live.
We got Denver, LA, Chicago, Austin, Seattle, SF, San Jose. These are planned, by the way.
Yes, not built.
That seems like too many Atari hotels.
That's a lot of it. Hey, let's
what
face
if it becomes the coolest thing?
What if
That's not a thing. Maybe the only way this will be the coolest thing is if it's simply a hotel that's just called like Atari. They own it and they just make a nice hotel.
Like, that's the thing. Like, they don't need to do. They don't have to rely on that. It'll just be like people will book business trips there.
Let's be real.
Just,
This is going to be a fucking one of those like DoubleTree suites, but it just has Atari branding on it.
It'll
Like
be
that's
pixelated,
the level
yeah.
of hotel
So
we're probably talking
they
about.
have like
here.
an artist render of what, or the Atari rendered out what this looks
and
like.
each room does each room have an Atari in it?
If each room doesn't have a fucking Atari in
I feel
it,
like we're kind of missing
if
the
you're
point
not
here.
sleeping on like a pong paddle, then you have missed the boat.
If
I'm
my
out.
shower isn't just a big Pac-Man board thing,
Pac-Man board.
no,
What
I'm
is
more
this?
Space Invader thing.
Okay.
If the
well,
mattress
you're-
is not
you're kind of more
stuffed,
arcade.
if the
don't-
mattress is not stuffed with ET cartridges, why am I going to this
If,
place?
if I don't have
They're
to
making all the hotels out of
yeah,
ET
that's what they had to do with them. If they had to build the foundation of ET cartridges, if you don't have to swing over like Pitfall Harry to get into this thing,
And those are all the Atari
That's
games.
Activision. I mean, there's a bunch, but Atari made games. What's like the last Atari made published thing? I want to say they did a D&D thing.
Because I mean, we're talking about different
Yeah,
iterations
like-
of Atari. Because there was Atari, the game console maker and game publisher, and then there was the one that was just the game publisher, and then like that changed hands at some
Right,
point.
we're,
I think
we're
too.
just going through games that were on Atari.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Atari has had Atari's been shuffled around quite a bit. Oh gosh, I should have looked this up before I got in here, but it just occurred to me. Was it Phil Spencer who went to Atari?
No, the other Phil.
Phil Collins.
No,
Yes, of course.
Not Phil Spencer.
Phil Harrison.
Phil Harrison, sorry.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking.
the really
Yes.
tall one.
Yes, very, very tall one. Went to Atari, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Maybe maybe he loves hotels.
yeah, the tall guy, the bald guy, the guy who kind of looks like the lead singer of Midnight Oil.
That's right,
Yes, that's
yes.
the one.
It is kind of like
How
you're
can we
in-
sleep
you
while the
work-
beds are
Uh,
at-
burning ET cartridges.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good job. You got there. What do you like? You work for Atari. You go to work every day, and it's like, what are you talking about? And I guess it's just the hotel.
I assume the CEO is actually just one guy in a room, and he doesn't really have anything
And
else
like
to
a
do other than
WeWork?
sign contracts when they come
with
around.
the speaker hat on.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we'll sell our logo to put in Spencer Gift T-shirts.
And
Again,
he's,
sure.
he's answering the phone, pretending there's other people there. Like, wait, hold on a second. Get me Harry. This is Harry. You were talking about hotels, huh?
Yeah.
I have to talk to our lawyer.
What, can you look up like what Atari's worth?
How do I do that?
I don't know. There's no way to know.
Yeah, that's the
no
thing.
way. They're
the
like-
current version, who knows?
I'm not sure who holds them now.
Do you want to know what their stock is?
They have stock?
Do they have a stock?
I don't know.
Or does their parent
Atari
company?
SA.
They're
That's
public?
probably it.
It's 0.38 USD.
Oh my God.
What does that mean?
38 cents?
38 cents.
Is that worth something though? Is that good?
I mean, it is legal tender.
Let me read you this line from Wikipedia.
Okay. That's always a good way
on
to do
June
things.
22nd, 2014, Atari announced a new corporate strategy that would include a focus on, quote, new audiences, specifically LGBT, social casinos,
Yes.
real money gambling, and YouTube.
The four pillars of media. The four pillars of media, folks.
To be a fly on the wall in that presentation.
Sorry, will you say them again?
Just in case you missed one of them. Specifically, LGBT, social casinos,
What the fuck is a social casino?
real money gambling, and YouTube.
That's your strategy?
How?
That's
There
why
are commas
your
in there,
stock's
so-
at 38 cents.
Oh, my
Folks,
goodness.
if you wonder why I might have some issues taking this company and its various ventures seriously, here we go.
And I would like to think at the end of all of that, they came out with the speaker hat, which is like, hits all our goals, baby.
It hits every corner.
I just did it.
This is some like
They have
Harvey Birdman 7 and 7 shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I know that's a deep cut, but like
That's like it's a list.
Birdman, I bought Atari. What should I do with it?
it's just like the training manual for it. Like we exist on 4 pillars.
Ha! Wasted investment.
All right.
I watched a lot of Harvey Birdman.
Yes, good.
Harvey Birdman was good.
Ugh.
All right, that's the Atari stuff. We'll see where it goes. I would totally.
That was a
say-
short story.
Yeah, that was one of the short ones. Thanks, Michael, for sending that to me. Michael, big fan of Mile High Times.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this might be the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't like. I would stay there.
I would stay there
are
too.
a few hotels I wouldn't say
Right,
that
If
about.
I was trapped in Phoenix, Arizona, and I had to pick a hotel, yeah, sure, I might go with that one.